But the 1000th game, we thought he was going to be sacked before, and they've come out and said he's going to manage for the Spurs game. Put a little dampener on the thing. However, first home game back since the takeover. The war flags are back. The atmosphere around the game, it was buzzing.
Yo, that TV was blurring, boy.
Listen, that kind of atmosphere is what Newcastle is about.
I said the chills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like whoever comes in, like the new manager, that's what you're gonna see, especially if you get it right. So, and this is what Newcastle were about. This is why for so many years the flags weren't coming out. Everyone was like season tickets were being sold back and that. Now there's like 100,000 waiting for a season ticket. Yeah, they can fill the ground three times over. And this is what we're talking about. Newcastle is unique in itself. However, the atmosphere was crazy. Everyone was looking forward to it, the excitement, and it wasn't even about the result because if you look at it, we weren't expected to beat Spurs. Spurs are a better team.
I thought we were losing.
Yeah, Spurs, a lot of Spurs were nervous because of the atmosphere. Not because of the quality of Newcastle, but the fact that the atmosphere is the first game, they're going to be up for it. Now,
you own about
the whole game basically encapsulated what Newcastle is about and what's lying ahead because for the first 10 minutes, Newcastle were on it. Yeah, and they got the early goal.
I was just messaging saying if Newcastle first goal could be problems.
Right, but the thing is, for the next 80 minutes, they were awful. And this is what the new manager coming in and the owners could see, right, there's potential there, but there's a big problem.
Yeah.
There's a big problem because for 80 minutes, Newcastle would... Because even when we scored the goal, my mum was there, my missus, I said, we ain't winning this game. Don't get me wrong, because Newcastle are they play like a poor man's Man United. Don't get me wrong, Man United got the quality and stuff. But you see that game against Atalanta? Man United won that game on adrenaline alone. Yeah? Because the crowd was behind them, whatever, and they got the clutch in Cristiano Ronaldo. Newcastle don't have that. But you could see Newcastle were running around like madmen for 10 minutes, and you thought, you can't keep this up for 90 minutes.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was saying this though, is that are some people being a little harsh because when they have tried to be a bit more open and expansive, and even Bruce said that in the interview.
No, but it's
as
not,
you said,
but it's not about open and expansive because you can be open and expansive but still cause problems. The problem with Newcastle is Steve Bruce has no tactics, and you had these man 7 days off out of the last 11. Who does that? Who does that? 7 days off out of the last 11. You've got big games coming up.
Great preparation.
Newcastle, I tweeted about Shelby when he come on. He looked knackered.
Rough and tumble.
But the whole Newcastle team looked knackered. Spurs were... The amount of space that Spurs had for the whole game. And Ndombele doing kick-ups and all them things there. Bro, they looked a lot fitter, a lot sharper. Don't get them, they're a better team man for man. But the gap in quality was ridiculous. And like I keep saying, there is no midfield in that team. There's none. We're always going to score goals. We scored, I think, every game, maybe apart from Villa. We scored every game. Goal scoring is not the problem. Midfield and defence. Lascelles should be nowhere near that team. I'm telling you, bro, he's a busted flush. Yeah? You've got Cardolo in goal, who's not the greatest, but he's a decent keeper. Don't get me wrong.
Good backup.
You've got St. Maximin up front, you've got Wilson, and you've got Willock had a decent game to a certain extent.
Joe Willock has been winning a lot of tackles.
Yeah, but other than that, there is nothing about that team. And if you ain't got the quality, you need to put in the effort. You can't put in the effort if you're not fit enough. You're not training hard enough. You're having too many days off. And that's what the buck lays at Steve Bruce. He should never manage that game. There's no room for sentiment when you're when you're 19th place. I don't care if you're 1000th game. Get out. You're not doing your job. You're not doing your job. And credit to Spurs, they didn't let the occasion get to them, even when they went 1-0 down. They scored the 3 goals. And we have to touch on the fan in the stadium. That was a bit. That was. I'm glad he seemed to be okay recovering and stuff. And thank God for the doctors in the stand and the way your players reacted and stuff like that.
Don't push on somehow.
But when the game started, I knew Spurs were going to score half time. Because Newcastle cannot concentrate. This is what I'm saying. The mentality is not there, the fitness is not there, the tactics are not there. So you're never going to win a game until that changes. So Harry Kane scored a Premier League goal all season, but everyone knew he was going to score against Newcastle.
I said it last week. We said last week.
He was going to score. Like if Son scored, and who else scored?
Ndombele.
Ndombele
had the free games as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying the space he was given.
Had the key to the city.
But that summed up the problem with Newcastle. Until you get. At the moment, you need to forget the scoring goals. You need to be defensively solid. Yeah, that's what the first thing you need to sort out. That's what Graham Jones got a job in hand, sorting out the defence, and then let the attack take care of itself. And then when the new manager comes in, we can build from there. But from that game was embarrassing. Don't get me, it didn't really dampen my mood because of the takeover, and I knew Steve Bruce was going to go eventually. But the performance itself was an absolute embarrassment. And we were 3-2 flat at us. Like, that old goal was just stupid anyway. But it was just awful, absolute dross to watch other than the first 10 minutes. And that was, again, adrenaline alone.